You are poor not because you are unlucky. You are poor because you were trained to be good inside a system that does not reward goodness alone. You were told a story since childhood. Work hard, follow the rules, be kind, stay honest even when honesty costs you leverage, and the universe will reward you. It is a beautiful story. It is also a lie. The world does not pay people for being morally pure. The world pays people for understanding power. Money does not care if you love your mother. Money does not care if you are polite. Money does not care if you are a good person who waits patiently for recognition. Money is not moral. Money is not evil. Money is not emotional. Money is a neutral force of control that flows toward those who understand human psychology, leverage, and strategic positioning. Right now, while you are hoping karma will send you wealth, someone else is studying how wealth actually moves through society. And the truth is uncomfortable. The battlefield you live in is not physical, it is mental. You are not competing against people. You are competing against fear, desire, and predictable human behavior. Most people walk into this world carrying a resume like it is armor. But a resume is not protection. It is a permission request. Today, I will show you a darker map, not motivation, not comfort, not hope, but the architecture of strategic wealth. Once you see the strings controlling the system, you will never be able to return to innocence. You will walk through life sensing the invisible economy behind every conversation, and you will feel something change inside your chest. The cubicle will start feeling suffocating. The noise of social validation will start feeling hollow, because knowledge has a dangerous side effect. It destroys comfortable ignorance. Listen carefully, because what follows is not inspiration. It is psychological warfare training disguised as philosophy. Phase 1. The Trap of Generosity. Modern culture worships generosity. Social media tells you that abundance comes from giving endlessly. But the ancient strategist who studied human nature understood something terrifying. A ruler who tries to be universally generous will eventually collapse under the weight of expectation. To maintain the reputation of generosity, he must continuously spend resources. The kingdom begins to expect it. The court begins to demand it. And the prince becomes imprisoned inside the mask of kindness he created. Translate this into your life. You are bleeding money because you want social acceptance. You buy expensive rounds of drinks. You lease vehicles beyond your financial strength. You help people financially who will never repay you. You are not purchasing kindness. You are purchasing temporary emotional validation. This is called the likability tax. The strategic mind operates differently. When building power, spending must be controlled by purpose, not emotion. People will call you cheap. Let them. They will stop inviting you to gatherings where expensive meals are split unfairly between consumption patterns. That is not friendship. That is financial erosion disguised as social bonding. Over time, the world respects the person who protects his resources, because the man who does not waste money does not need to steal it. He does not need to beg. He becomes terrifyingly independent. Stop trying to look rich. Looking rich is the fastest way to become poor. The modern economy weaponizes ego. It creates status symbols designed to depreciate. The gap between your income and your lifestyle is where financial destruction begins. Kill the urge to impress strangers. Build wealth in silence. Accumulation hidden from public attention creates authority when it is revealed naturally. A fortune nobody sees gives freedom. A fortune displayed for social admiration creates slavery inside luxury. Choose admiration or sovereignty. You cannot maximize both at the beginning. Phase 2. The free lunch trap. Humans are psychologically addicted to the word free, but strategic wealth philosophy teaches something brutal. Nothing is more expensive than something obtained without payment. Every free favor creates invisible psychological debt. When someone gives you something, your brain records obligation. You owe them, not legally, emotionally. The wealthy man pays full price. He tips generously. He avoids social discounts because he wants transactional closure. When you pay, the psychological chain ends. When you accept free benefits, the chain continues. Poor thinking wastes time chasing small discounts. They spend hours saving $2 while losing the opportunity to earn $200. You must shift identity. Stop being a consumer of free entertainment disguised as education. Start becoming a buyer of serious knowledge. Invest in expertise. Invest in meaningful networks. Invest in your own brain. When you pay for growth, your mind activates survival justification. You will study harder. You will focus deeper. You will remember more. Tax your own ignorance. Use cost as motivation. Phase 3. Escape the livestock psychology. The economy operates like a production farm. There are farmers, and there is livestock. Livestock consumes comfort. Farmers own production systems. You were trained to follow a predictable behavioral loop. School, job, consumption, entertainment. Repeat. The psychological fence is not physical. It is convenience. It is dopamine addiction. It is the illusion that safety equals freedom. To escape, you must reject passive consumer identity. Your bank statement is not just finance. It is a record of your psychological allegiance. Every payment transfers attention, energy, and desire towards someone else. Ask one dangerous question. Who is paying you? If the answer is only your employer, then you are a business with one client. And a business with one client lives in permanent vulnerability. Become the supplier. Study addiction patterns. People do not buy beauty products. They buy protection from aging. They do not buy fitness programs. They buy social dominance. They do not buy financial advice. They buy certainty. Do not judge human weakness. Monetize it. Phase 4. The bullet philosophy of risk. Your brain is wired to protect what it already owns. Psychology calls this loss aversion. The fear of losing $100 feels twice as painful as the pleasure of gaining $100. This biological bias keeps people trapped in defensive thinking. Inflation destroys passive savings. Skills decay without upgrading. Stagnation is invisible death. Money is not a comfort object. Money is ammunition. A soldier does not emotionally mourn a fired bullet. The bullet is gone, but if the shot is accurate, the objective is achieved. Invest aggressively in skill acquisition. Invest in marketing leverage. Invest in inventory when opportunity appears. Stop asking, what if I lose? Start asking, what if I keep everything and still remain irrelevant? Comfort is financial stagnation disguised as safety. Detach emotional identity from net worth. Only then can you use money strategically. Phase 5. Stealth wealth intelligence. The modern world is obsessed with noise. Fake success is broadcast constantly. People rent luxury they do not own. True power operates silently. Flash wealth creates two enemies: envy and dependency. Lifestyle inflation builds psychological prisons. The real elite luxury is freedom from attention. Earn above your dreams. Live below your means. Build capital reserves. Liquid capital creates negotiation dominance. You can reject bad opportunities. You can walk away from toxic deals. The greatest status symbol is not a luxury object. It is the ability to ignore your phone, speak less, observe more, become the gray man. Phase 6. Predict human desire. Human behavior is driven primarily by fear and greed. Markets are psychological machines. Stop studying products. Study pain. People do not buy cosmetics. They buy safety from aging. They do not buy fitness. They buy respect. They do not buy financial guidance. They buy certainty. Become a translator of hidden suffering. Read angry comments. Read one-star reviews. Read complaints. There you will find honest human desperation. Sell speed. Sell simplicity. Sell belonging. Phase 7. Leverage other people's dreams. You cannot scale wealth with your own labor alone. The human body is biological leverage limitation. You must use external leverage. People are the modern lever. A job is a stability contract where someone trades future ambition for immediate safety. You are building architecture. Design the system. Hire talent. Align incentives. Do not depend on loyalty, depend on structured motivation. Commission structures are powerful. Shared success creates participation, but maintain strategic control. Protect your intellectual property. Own customer relationships. If your workers can leave and reproduce your business, you are not the prince. You are the hostage. Phase 8. Kill the fairness judge. Fairness thinking is poverty psychology. Nature does not reward fairness. The lion does not negotiate with the gazelle. It hunts. Stop asking whether the system is fair. Study how the system operates. Use law structures. Use networking. Use positioning. The market rewards value creation, not emotional sacrifice. If you dig a hole for 100 hours and fill it again, you produced zero value. If you write code in 10 minutes that saves millions, you created power. Disconnect effort from income. Guilt is a tool used to control the powerless. Phase 9. Fortress of silence. As you grow stronger, isolation will increase. Friends will think you changed. They are correct. They are living inside weekly cycles. You are thinking in decades. They are spending. You are allocating. Isolation is the crown's price. Silence is your laboratory. Build assets that cannot be seen. Let loud competitors chase attention. You are competing for freedom itself. True power is the ability to disappear. Speak less. Walk away without explanation. Listen more than you talk. Listen carefully. The money was never the destination. Money was the mirror forcing you to evolve into a disciplined, rational, and observant mind. You had to kill the child inside who needed approval, and awaken the sovereign consciousness that commands respect. The world will not save you. No one is coming. You are either the prince or the peasant. The crown is lying in the gutter. It is heavy, it is sharp, it will cut your hands when you pick it up, but pick it up anyway, because when you master money, you will face a darker enemy than poverty, the void that appears after conquest. That battle belongs to another night. If this philosophy opened your mind, do not stay silent. Like this video, write a comment telling me which phase shocked you the most. Subscribe if you are serious about mastering the dark psychology of wealth, and share this with someone who is still trapped inside comfort thinking, because knowledge that is not carried forward dies inside silence. Step into the darkness. Build your kingdom.